Yeah, you can start with me just. Oh God. All right, well, hey, welcome back. Another episode of Stay Glassy. Just kidding. It's not Stay Glassy. Still recovering from Stay Glassy. Okay.
She Talk. That's where we're at.
That's right, She Talk. Yep. All right,
We
well,
made it.
welcome back to another episode of She Talk. Fresh off. Looks like you just got done working.
I did. I was just got off my shift.
I heard it was awesome. So we're really excited. Super exciting episode to come back and talk about Stay Glassy Fest, which was a huge success. And we're really proud of the team. We're really excited about all the people that came and showed up and enjoyed themselves. And of course, we started off the event with a really special tour of the factory. So we had a VIP group. Mm-hmm. You know who you are out there, and I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I know I did. And so tell us a little bit about the VIP tour.
Well, we took a busload of our, I would say, most expressed fans, the ones that were fastest on the keyboard to get their tickets when they went live. And we got all the way down to our factory in Mexico. And we were able to take them on a very in-depth tour of our factory, which included a Q&A session with our president and VP of operations. They got to spend some quality time asking all those questions that they had with regards to our production, with regards to our facility, what it's like to make glass. And that also included a chance to put their hands in the sand, so to say, and make some sand castings. That was
kind of a cool little ad. I actually wasn't aware of that little activity until late in the game. But yeah, the sand casting was a cool thing. Even I got to make a little piece. And as of this filming, we haven't yet received the sand castings, but we're supposed to receive them tomorrow. So we'll be kind of like Christmas. We're going to open them up and check them out. And so rest assured, if you're watching this and you went on the tour, you're probably asking yourself, oh man, where is that really cool piece of, sand casted glass that I made? We got you. So we'll make sure to get that to you. So be on the lookout for communication from us on that.
On our tour, we had a chance to, enjoy some amazing tacos and some fresh-made churros, which those are always a hit of our factory tours. So if you had an opportunity to, snag a bag or two of those churros, I know that was a hit.
Yeah, the tacos and churros were amazing. And I'd like to give a little shout out to our friend Kevin up in Canada. He's one of our favorite stained glass retail owners, and he joined us, and he always tells us every time he comes down, he's like, I'm mainly coming down for the tacos. Already kind of missing the event. Like, I just had such a good time, and it was really rewarding that after really the better part of all of 2025 that the team spent planning it, and being that it was our first year, a little unsure of kind of how it would all go. And it was just really rewarding to hear from everyone that really enjoyed themselves. And we really appreciate all of the people who came from out of town and from afar to join us on the first ever event.
And then we got to kick off the event with a party at Booze Brothers, which included our very own band Slump. They had a wonderful performance, and then it was our kickoff to the charity auction.
Right.
And it was an amazing night that really led us into the whole weekend of events.
Yeah, definitely set the tone for the weekend, and kudos to Slump. I know they were eager to get back on the stage, and I heard it'd been almost like a decade since they played, but it sounded like they'd been practicing and it was their normal thing. I know everyone that went to that really enjoyed it, and I think they debuted a new single there, which I think did they call it Stay Glassy?
I think they called it Stay Glassy. So
that was awesome. And so for the main event, we had well over 600 people that joined us Saturday and Sunday for the festival here in our parking lot at the headquarters. I think that turnout is awesome.
Yeah.
We're really looking forward to opportunities on how we can even do better in the future. But I think for our first year to have over 600 people come and join us was amazing. And so, of course, one of the largest components of the event was our makers market, where we had 20 plus artists and studios that had a booth there. And I just kept hearing from people about how amazing the spread of different art that was available and showcased. I mean, you had most of the disciplines that you can think of in art class. So anything from mosaics, which is a beautiful representation here of the ukulele by Nicole. You can find her on social media as well. You know, look up 51% mosaics, and I think you'll find her. But yeah, mosaics, stained glass, fused glass, blown glass, you name it. So there was a little bit for everything, and even torch working. So
yeah, we had an amazing setup for a hands-on glass blowing experience. A few people got to experience that, but then we had demos on glass blowing throughout the event. We had some stained glass make and takes, a torch work demo. We had a big shout out to our manufacturers and distributors that came and participated and was a part of the event. They were displaying the products that they made, how to use them. We just appreciate all of the time and effort that you guys put into it to make it to our event. And we look forward to being at your next event.
Yeah, and I hope that the people that didn't come, we wish you could make it. And hopefully you're getting FOMO and want to come next time, because we'd love to have you.
And we still have some Stay Glassy shirts available online. I'm wearing one of the staff shirts, which was a nice yellow
Savannah
Bananarama.
Shout out to our San Diego folks there. Yeah.
But we have our Stay Glassy shirt, and then our sponsorship shirt that has all of our key sponsors for the event, and those are available on our website.
Yeah, so look out for those. Very cool. Another awesome part of the event, of course, was the glass sale. So for the folks that attended that were excited about, getting some special things to find, to purchase, I think, that itch was scratched. And I think a lot of people came away with some really cool stuff. And we enjoyed all the excitement from all the enthusiasts that wanted to buy glass. But part of the special thing that we wanted to bring as part of the event was, having new and exciting special new glass. So if you see behind us, these were a few of the Fusers Reserves that were created, especially for the event. In fact, Aurora, our first one here, was at the event as well as the Dubai chocolate. But the one in the middle here, you may not recognize. We're calling that baklava. And I do like the play on these two, where it's kind of like
glass so
they're
big,
so delicious.
You want to taste it,
but
just
please don't. Yeah, don't eat it. We're not encouraging. We don't condone any eating of the glass, but the Fusers Reserves and the specialty items that were available and debuted at the event was a super special part of that as well.
And we do have a special glass that will be announced soon that was made during the Stay Glassy event and the tour at our factory. So keep your eye out for that. It's a beautiful glass.
Since we brought a special group down to the factory, we didn't want to just be making ice or clear, which,
everyone
nothing
needs.
bad about clear, but it's not as exciting to see come down the line. So we did work with the team to say, let's come up with something special that we can make while they're there. And, I also want to mention that we had a special guest at the event. That might be something that you're already aware of, but you'll probably see some content around this as well, which was a really heartwarming story. Shout out to Roland. So Roland was a special guest of ours who joined us from the UK. He's a glass enthusiast himself and a stained glass artist, and his story is really inspiring and inspired us and the team. And I won't go into the whole story, but I'd encourage you to go find him on social media, Artworks by Roland. And, essentially some generous person out there used their resources to get Roland out here for the first ever event. And he had a great time. And he went to the factory with us, and it was just really awesome to have him as part of the event. So shout out to Roland.
Absolutely. We are already starting on our planning for our next event, which our next big event is our participation at GCBE. So right now we are currently working on our instructor orders and getting those all prepared and into the system. So if you haven't already sent that information over to us and you are an instructor at GCBE, please be on the lookout for that and get that over to us as soon as possible. And then we are also working with our distributors on special products to offer at our next GCBE appearance. So, always fun to see the new and specialty products that we can come out with at that event and that are able to be purchased through our distributors.
Well, I'm always excited to go to Vegas every year. I mean, GCBE puts on a great show. And I'm particularly looking forward to this year because I know there will be still a lot of buzz from our event, and I'll be able to see a lot of familiar faces who joined us. And in fact, GCBE, a couple of the folks from their organization joined us at the event, and they were generous enough to give away a couple of classes, which we did a really awesome raffle on both days and gave away a bunch of
we had amazing raffle items.
And that was super fun to do. I personally enjoyed that quite a bit. And just an additional thanks to all of our partners and exhibitors, because they were the ones that came to the event and committed to, hey, we're going to provide some art, we're going to provide a gift certificate or a free class at GCBE to help make the event that much better. So for those lucky winners for the GCBE classes, I know you're excited about Vegas as well. So, well, thanks again for joining us. We hope to see you guys soon, and we hope to hear from you soon. And until then, stay glassy.
Stay glassy.